Hi, this is Victor Morganti from Fact Engine. In this video we will be looking at how to export a schema definition file for the TypeDB database from a model in the Boston conceptual modeling software. We've got Boston open in front of us, and in the left hand side in the Model Explorer you can see we've got a model open. That's the cinema bookings model. Some attribution. The cinema bookings model was originally shared under the Active Facts project on GitHub. Now the cinema bookings model in Boston can be viewed as a property graph schema, an entity relationship diagram, or a object role model, and TypeDB is a combination, you would say, of object role modeling and entity relationship modeling, and we're going to export the model as a schema definition, a define statement for TypeDB. So click and right click on the model and open the code generator, and then we'll open a project and select the Boston Model TypeDB code generation project, and you'll see the template will open up in front of you. If you go to the source tab and make sure that Boston is selected and select the model in Boston you want to export, so we're exporting the cinema bookings model. Now that's ready to go, so you just hit build and you'll see down below that it's executed successfully. And if you go to the output tab and double click on that, that'll open the define statement for TypeDB. Now you'll see the entities and relations in there. This particular template will create multiple keys for entities and relations, so you need to edit those manually. So we'll remove those for row. So row has a composite key in Boston where row is identified by the cinema ID and the row number. A session is identified by a film ID, date, time, and a cinema ID. Please note though that TypeDB doesn't have the concept at this stage of composite keys, so we'll remove those. Now booking is a combination of person, film, date, time, cinema ID, which I'm going to remove all of those keys because that relation is actually between a person and a session. So it relates person booking and session booking. So Boston will automatically create the role names for you if you haven't created the role names in the object role model in Boston. So you don't need to worry about role names unless you've created them yourself. Go through and remove any white space. When you get to the attributes, this particular template will put some attributes twice, so film ID is in there twice, so I'm going to remove that. Cinema ID is in there twice, so I'll remove that. I think film ID is in there again, so we'll remove that. So go through the attributes and remove any duplicates. I don't think TypeDB has a problem with duplicates when you load the schema, but you can remove them from the define statement nonetheless. So just removing a bit more white space there, and that's a define statement for TypeDB. So once again, open the code generator, set the source, make sure you're selecting Boston and the model that you want to export, hit build, go to the output tab and double click on the the text generated for your define statement for TypeDB. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy the video. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.